A group of civilians fighting Indian style against well-trained, highly disciplined British redcoats. For 3 years, General George Washington's troops had endured many hardships and suffered loss after loss to the superior British forces. These hardships and losses mostly stem from the lack of a military atmosphere in country. Thus, an army was created with little or no organization, control, discipline, or teamwork. Recognizing the crisis, General Washington enlisted the aid of a Prussian officer, Baron Friedrich von Steuben. Upon his arrival at Valley Forge, Baron von Steuben met an army of several thousand half-starved, wretched men in rags. He commented that an American army could not be kept together in such a state. To correct the conditions that prevailed, he set to work immediately and wrote drill movements and regulations at night and taught them the following day to a model company of 120 men selected from the line. Discipline became a part of military life for these selected individuals as they learned to respond to command without hesitation. This new discipline instilled in the individual a sense of alertness, urgency, and attention to detail. As the Americans mastered the art of drill, they began to work as a team and to develop a sense of pride in themselves and in their unit. Watching this model company drill, observers were amazed to see how quickly and orderly the troops could be massed and maneuvered into different battle formations. Officers observed that organization, chain of command, and control were improved as each man had a specific place and task within the formation. The drill procedures initiated at Valley Forge were not changed for 85 years. Many of the drill terms and procedures are in effect today. One form of drill is the salute. Since early times, men of arms have used some form of salute as an exchange of greetings, the most popular of which has been the hand salute. At the beginning of World War I, the old Army Air Corps would drill future pilots before it even had planes to fly. And today's Air Force teaches drill to everyone, enlisted and officers alike. In junior ROTC, drill can be a challenging learning experience and build excitement for cadets. The battlefield in the modern world does not use the old formation combat that was popularized in the 16th century, but it left behind formation drill as an effective tool to teach discipline, teamwork, and esprit de corps. After an entire school year for Air Force Junior ROTC cadets, drill becomes a key part of ceremonial parades designed to celebrate special events in cadet life. A parade in Air Force Junior ROTC honors the events it celebrates and reinforces our connection with our heritage. To maintain the proper decor and respect for events such as parade, we ask that you abide by the following standards. First, there will be times where you'll be asked to stand for the change of command ceremony, the playing of the national anthem, and the Air Force song. Second, we ask that you pay respect to the flag during the national anthem and as it passes during this pass and review. Military members and cadets in uniform will stand at attention and render a hand salute. Civilians should stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. After the last note of the national anthem or when the flag passes by, you return your hand to your side. We also ask that all cellular devices be silent at this time. As the flights pass in review, applause is appropriate, but limit that applause so that the narration of the names of the cadet leaders can be heard and understood by all. Restroom facilities are open and located at the Northfield House to your left. Smoking, to include e-cigarettes and vaping, are not permitted on Alief ISD property. Finally, do not leave the stadium grandstand when taking photos during the pass and review. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Crump Stadium and the Texas 947 Cadet Group End of Year Pass and Review Military Parade. My name is Master Sergeant Scott Hayden, Aerospace Science Instructor and your narrator for today's ceremony. Today's reviewing officials are the Senior Aerospace Science Instructor, Major William Bagby, and the outgoing commander of the Texas 947th Cadet Group, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Zipporah Odabiyi. The Texas 947th Cadet Group would like to welcome all principals, assistant principals, and faculty to today's parade. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, the change of command ceremony is rooted in military history dating back to the 18th century during the reign of Frederick the Great of Prussia. At that time, organizational flags were developed with color arrangements and symbols unique to each particular unit. To this flag and its commander, the soldiers of the unit would dedicate their loyalty and trust. When a change of command was to take place, the flag was passed to the individual assuming the command. This gesture was accomplished in front of the unit so that all could see and witness their new leader assuming his dutiful position. He who held the flag also held the soldier's allegiance. This symbolic tradition has survived throughout military history. Cadet Major Mauricio Acuna will assume command of the Texas 947th Cadet Group. He has previously served as Commander, 6th Cadet Squadron, and served directly under the leadership of the Group Command Staff as the Health and Wellness Functional Manager, giving him unique knowledge on the unit's mission. The presiding officer for today's ceremony is the Senior Aerospace Science Instructor, Major William Bagby. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the change of command ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, Major Bagby will now execute the change of command. In accordance with Air Force Junior ROTC Instruction 36-2010, Cadet Major Mauricio Acuna is appointed to command the Texas 947th Cadet Group effective 1 May 2024 by order of the Senior Aerospace Science Instructor, Major William Bagby. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. The cadets who will march in front of you today have completed a demanding school year of student-centered instruction and project-based learning. The cadet group received instruction in leadership education, specifically in military traditions, physical fitness, citizenship, and communication, as well as aerospace science, to include aviation history, science of flight, and astronomy. Cadets also learn to properly wear the Air Force uniform in accordance with Air Force Instruction 36-2903 and march to drill commands in accordance with Air Force Pamphlet 34-1203. Our Commander of Troops is Cadet Major Mauricio Acuna, Commander, Texas 947th Cadet Group. Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Zipporah Odabii will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. At the command of Officer Center March, all unit commanders and guidon bearers march to the front and center of the formation. Historically, at this point, the commanding officers would issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the unit leaders would face about, return to their units, and pass the information along to their subordinates.
Pussy.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the cadets march in this pass and review, please pay attention to the cadets adorned with a dark blue and white shoulder cord on their left arm. These cadets are the seniors of Elsick High School's class of 2024. Let's have a round of applause for these graduating cadets. The group staff is led by the Commander of Cadets, Cadet Major Acuna, with Cadet Major Horton and Cadet Second Lieutenant Romaine. A Squadron staff is led by Cadet Major Abraham, with Cadet Captain Randall and Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Kahinde. Commanding Charlie Flight, Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Gaspar. Guidon bearer is Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Castro, and Flight Guide is Cadet Master Sergeant Quadra. Commanding Delta Flight, Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Castro. Guidon bearer is Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Espinosa, and Flight Guide is Cadet Staff Sergeant Quiros. Commanding Echo Flight, Cadet Senior Airman Friday. Guidon bearer is Cadet Master Sergeant Ramirez, and Flight Guide is Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Nunez. Commanding Foxtrot Flight, Cadet Second Lieutenant Sanchez. Guidon bearer is Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Echevarria. Flight Guide is Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Jack. Commanding the Color Guard and carrying the U.S. flag is Cadet Major Aguirre. Air Force flag is carried by Cadet Major Cabrera. Riflemen are Cadet First Lieutenant Ramirez and Cadet Technical Sergeant Dale. B Squadron staff is led by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Sazo, with Cadet Major Henry and Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Marquez. Commanding Gulf Flight, Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Cortez. Guidon bearers Cadet Senior Airman Artiga, and Flight Guide is Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Lanes. Commanding Hotel Flight, Cadet Second Lieutenant Valladares. Guidon bearers Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Rodriguez. Flight Guide is Cadet Master Sergeant Rhodes. Commanding Kilo Flight, Cadet Second Lieutenant Damian. Guidon bearers, Cadet Airman First Class Lawrence. Flight Guide is Cadet Master Sergeant Escobar. And Commanding Lima Flight, Cadet Master Sergeant Rivas. Guidon bearer is Cadet Staff Sergeant Size, and Flight Guide is Cadet Master Sergeant Nelson. This school year, the TX-947 cadet group have all learned the values of developing character, citizenship, and a sense of responsibility through self-discipline while supporting the Air Force's core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. The cadet group completed 1,690 hours of community service to benefit the A-Lead community and the metropolitan Houston area. Among such service projects was a penny drive for Houston Autism Speaks and the Harris County Adopt a Road project. The cadet group also marched in the annual Baton Memorial Death March. 79 cadets marched 14 miles in remembrance of Baton for a grand total of 1,116 miles. This exemplifies the second core value of service before self. The cadet group also held its annual military ball in signature manner and received local news coverage when they marched in the A-Leaf International Parade, fulfilling the third core value, excellence in all you do. Overall, as an effective leadership trait, the cadets have completed goals that put forth values of citizenship and service to Elsick High School, the A-Leaf and Houston communities, the state of Texas, as well as the United States of America. Please give another round of applause to your Elsick High School cadets of the Texas 947 Cadet Group. The cadets throughout this past school year have been taught many character traits based on the core values of the United States Air Force. As evidenced by the accomplishments of this school year, the core values are the benchmark for success for every Air Force junior ROTC unit around the world and has been proven through the efforts of 149 cadets from the small outlying community of A-Leaf, Texas. Well done, cadets, and thank you for an outstanding year. There are many traditions that have deep meaning within the United States Air Force that date back to the days of the U.S. Army Air Corps before and during World War II. One such tradition is the singing of the Air Force song. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Air Force song.
Africa!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for